Just like that. And now, Alexa. Oh, was Alexa working at that one? Okay, get back to work, Alexa. There you go. Fancy new table. I mean, she's obviously very expensive, but as I said before, like, who would fire Alexa? That can just be a bad idea, right? Alright guys, hello, and welcome back to another episode on the free mode of Good Company with me, Spacefish. Now we did have this little issue in the last episode, if you guys remember, of like market phases over-fulfilling themselves, like you could see right here, or right there. I did go back and have a quick chat with the developers, and how it turned out was basically, they told me it was mostly a visual bug probably, and if I just kept going it would eventually just take over to the next market phase. And so what I just ended up doing is I just saved the game, got into the game, fast forwarded, and well, surely enough, after like a bunch more days, it eventually ended up taking over. So what's apparently the thing is like either this day counter is wrong or the actual days of the market phase are not being displayed properly. But one way or another, that means we don't have to worry about that. We can actually make some nice profit still without having to worry about a thing. And then whenever we take over to the next market phase of the calculator, I can finally use the name that Luke recommended down in the comment for the next calculator. So thanks very much for that one. And yeah, let's get this stuff rolling again. Really looking forward to these conveyor belts. That's going to be interesting. I've seen a lot of these things on the community Discord already, and there's like, yeah, there's like machines doing things for you and everything, and I don't have any clue about how this works yet, so I'm hoping that after failing 15 times in the campaign mode, we maybe finally eventually get to a stage where I can actually explore these things with you guys and sort of get to know that before we actually do it in Freeplay. But I've just come off my recent campaign recording, and I kind of may have sort of failed, you know. Just spoiling that out there for you guys already, because I'm publishing that campaign episode before this Freeplay episode anyway, so you will hopefully already have seen that. If not, really sorry for that spoiler. I hope I didn't spoil it too much for any of you. But yeah, so I really want to progress on that and kind of learn more things about the game through the campaign. Before the time being, I think we need another 1300 research for that, so we're probably good for the minute. Now, what just happened last time is we actually got all these new fancy workbenches, which means that we can sort of start looking at optimizing things. And as I said in the campaign episode already, we're on, I think, 0.6.2 for a Good Company, so we can finally move around the camera in the free mode. We can change all this stuff without actually being at the tables. That's absolutely awesome. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to sort of look at what I can still optimize. I did get rid of that table last time already. I am still pretty aware of that. And well, we can go all about the place optimizing, and I think I kind of want to do it during the game being paused, just because that gives me, you know, some more peace of mind that I'm not going to break everything without being able to take a proper look at it for a minute, if that makes sense. So yeah, let me just check things out, I guess. Now, oh, isn't this a bit much already? Oh no, we need two simple. Okay, so awesome. So this is just perfect. So this is good. This should be good as well. Now looking over here, we need for each calculator 2 LED arrays. So that's perfect too. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing these. I'm kind of good on those though. You're doing those as well. Okay. What do I need for my calculator? Can I maybe employ these guys somewhere else? How are we doing for inputs for calculator? Now we need all... I can't have both windows open at once. Great. So we need 1 LED array, 2 battery stacks, simple circuit, simple case. LED array, battery stacks, simple circuits, and simple case. So we're good there. I mean, honestly, the question is, are they cheaper? Because, like, I started before this new patch with, like, all employees costing $20 a day, right? So if they're cheaper, like, you're spot on. Iro is cheaper. So I would kind of fire her, to be honest. Even though I really don't like it, but, you know, we don't need her now. So we're kind of becoming a bad company, no? But, like, you know, we're going to go back to employing more people again when we actually need the production capacities, but right now I just can't see any use for her. As sad and mean as that might sound and be. Oh, actually, I mean, I could maybe employ her in research? Would be an option, I guess. If I really wanted to, you know. What's this up here? Is there anybody working at this station? Tinker Table 24? Looks more like my personal station or something. I wish you could, like, click a table and see who's assigned to it. Can you? It doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay. Okay, let me start with this maybe. Let's get rid of this table here. Oh, we actually get money for that. Or did we spend money for it? I'm not sure about that, to be honest. And then we can sort of... I'm gonna build another... Yeah, we can probably build another unit with analysis and design desk. No, not design desk, but research and analysis desk over here. How big is this thing? I mean, I guess that works. Guess this would work too, wouldn't it? Yep, okay, let's do it like that. So you can sort of do this. Then change this thing over to battery stacks as well, and we can just up this table to increase the production. So just like this, you're gonna analyze battery stacks. Yeah, okay, that helps. I mean, we can keep these two employed with, like, just boost our research with no, like, additional costs or anything. That works for me. I mean, they're not, like, more expensive than they need to be, so that should work pretty nicely. So let's get them over there. It's gonna be your new workplaces, guys. So, oh, what I actually need to do though, I need to go to logistics. I need to move some battery stacks in there as well. Okay, yes, perfect. Why is this thing still in here? I think I need to move something out of that. Okay. So I'm going to deconstruct these tables. I want to really see if I get money for it, if I spend money for it. Okay, I earn money for it. That does make sense. I just wanted to check that's actually the case. So we can open up some space here that way. That's nice. You know, if we need that for future things, it's awesome to have that extra bit of space right there. So good stuff there. These employees stay employed. They can research away for me, which is a nice thing. And now what we need to do, though, is this. We are going to go and get ourselves a new chemistry table right there. Fancy, new, shining chemistry table. You're going to work on that from now on. You cost $23 a day, though. You know, that's an actual issue. Sorry, mate. But, like, that's an actual issue. When people cost more than everybody else does, I kind of just need to optimize. Not quite in line with the idea of a good company, I guess, but yeah, well, it's just the way that it is. Sorry, mate. Okay, so all this stuff I think I need. Yes, okay, perfect, and that stuff goes out again. Okay, there we go. Bye, Kedrick. I'm really sorry for that, mate, but you're just too expensive. What do I say? Okay, so maybe before we go on about optimizing things, it's actually time to fire a few guys that are just too expensive. Deborah. Where are you at? Are you hiding from me? I'm not sure where she's at, to be honest. That's kind of an issue. Is that Deborah? Yes. Okay. I mean, actually, maybe we should optimize things first, because that way we will maybe see who we need to fire and not replace before actually, you know, doing other things. Okay, let's do it that way instead. So we can optimize a lot here, can't we? Wow, I'm producing so many batteries right here. How many batteries does it count? Okay, so one calculator needs 2 battery stacks. So I should kind of have 4 production stations, don't, like... Huh? It seems like I only have 3. There's 1, there's 2. And here's the 3rd. Which is interesting. Oh no, there's another one, okay. So I think I could narrow it down to 2 by upgrading these up here. And then destroying those down there. I mean, these guys are sort of really cheap, so maybe like... Everybody's cheap. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to find out who I can actually fire and who I just move around and everything, but you know, first things first. Gonna get rid of these 2. And I'm gonna place some proper chemistry tables right there. So just like this instead. Okay, awesome. And now we will go and get some battery stacks ordered right there. So Vita, you can do that. Fred, you can do that. You're like super cheap. You don't have to worry about being fired or anything. So all this stuff goes into here. These battery stacks come back out. And I didn't need to open that, but I did anyway, so whatever. And there we go. Okay, that's that. Great. Now these tables down here we don't need anymore. Unless we want to increase our calculator production, which I guess would be an option if we can make... If we can free up enough space. We can maybe get a 3rd assembly place going, potentially. I see a high chance for that. But it's gonna be a hard one to actually get that done. I mean, I can double my LED array production with pretty much no issues. But the thing is, that's an actual issue. Because, like, the calculator is going to go into a new market phase soon, right? So I'm not quite sure what I'm actually going to end up upgrading to. Like, I may end up doing LED matrices, which is going to be a whole more complicated process. So I don't think we should actually upgrade our production capabilities right now. Now, the question being, though... The actual question being, though, what do I do with these 2? Until I know what I need from them. So I'm pretty sure they're pretty cheap, like Chu and Harrison. Yes, you're both pretty cheap. Bridget is sort of expensive. Deborah is sort of expensive. That is a whole good question. Okay, I mean, yeah. I think maybe we can upgrade this table for the time being and kind of just fire Deborah. Let's do that. I'm going to keep the table down here because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But we're going to do this. So this table down here, what do we need instead? We need a... Wait. What do we need? I want a small logic circuit stuff, right? Ah, there we go. Okay. Simple circuit, that's what I want. Electronics workbench. Okay, so get rid of that table. I was kind of scared there for a second that I don't have the proper table for that yet or something. But no, we're good. Here we go. This is what we're gonna need. Just like that. And now, Alexa. Oh, was Alexa working at that one? Okay, get back to work, Alexa. There you go. Fancy new table. I mean, she's obviously very expensive, but as I said before, like, who would fire Alexa? That can just be a bad idea, right? You know, still sorry if I'm triggering any of your guys' Alexas with that. I really hope I'm not. But you know, gotta just take that into account. So no electronics parts. There we go. Simple circuits out and perfect. That's that. Now we kind of replace 2 tables with 1, which means less labor cost for us. Which, well, I mean, you know, sorry, Deborah. Really sorry. You're just too expensive, as I said before. Okay, so that's that. That's kind of that optimized. And now what I do with these 2? Like, the thing is, I could just optimize away even further and get, like, you know, Priscilla's cheap. Alberto is kind of alright. I'm just not gonna optimize away further. I'm not sure what to do with these 2. I guess they're just gonna idle for a bit. Because honestly, we're probably very well into the profit with this setup anyway. So, I mean, I guess we don't have to squeeze every little last bit out of it. Especially since they're like overall pretty cheap. So I'd rather keep them employed for the future. Maybe actually, wait. What we can actually maybe do. So we can just I mean, I think modules don't really turn in the profit for us, but at least we could maybe sort of be running more even for a profit on them. So maybe instead of actually moving them over there, because we're good on that now, instead of that, we can maybe just sell them. Can we not? Oh, there's no... Yes, there's no space, okay. Let me just, yes, like that. There we go. Okay. So that way we can maybe just sort of not spend much of anything on these employees, even though it won't really make us any money. Because from what I've heard, you know, modules don't turn you a profit. But at least we can maybe sort of alleviate the costs that we have for these employees. So that's good. Looking at the outgoing zone, that's actually pretty crazy. We've got like, what? Wow, 19 pocket PCs in there right now. We're selling 15 a week, which is a lot, but apparently not enough. Okay. Interesting. That's a whole lot of stuff. Wow. It's actually crazy. Look at the amount of things. Come on. Sell already. Wow. Why do I just keep moving there? Okay. So yeah, weekly profit gone up a bit. It's nice because we've optimized away, obviously, but so like 2 less employees and still a pretty decent production and market demand and everything. So that's good. Yeah. So this like the whole Pocket PC production is like super modernized and upgraded and everything. So that's awesome. We've got a whole lot of research going on down here now. Like this is probably going a whole lot faster on top. So that's great. I mean, always great to be able to research more things a bit faster. And this guy's just plunking away down here too. So that's great. That's great. I like it. Okay. Question now being, yeah, I mean, like this stuff. I could obviously make more money. Okay. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Pause. Pocket computer just advanced to market phase 3. So that's gonna be the first thing, I guess. Let's have a look at that. So our orange one. Is that 3.6 market demand? Okay. Let's just discount a bit more for the time being, so we can still like keep the old sales, even though that's going to lower our profit for a bit. And I don't think we actually have to move over to our design desk to design things now. Yes. Okay. Great. Let's duplicate the design. Orange 2. I mean, that works for me, to be honest. Just another iteration of our orange pocket computer. That's cool. I like it. I mean, it kind of looks more like a phone, doesn't it? Huh. I mean, you could do something really cheesy like fish phone or something, right? But I'm not quite too sure about that one yet. Okay, so we can change all these things here now. Edgy business, heavy writer. Okay. Oh yeah, right. So this one's more like a phone, but this one's more like an actual PC. And that thing's more like a phone too. Okay. Interesting. I mean, this one's maybe less. Does it have an antenna? No. So this one's the actual phone. Okay. Now for cases. I don't think we need to upgrade that yet. We can stay with a good old cheap wooden case, probably. That's probably pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent. I think we can kind of keep going with that one for the time being. Fragility. Okay. Alright, okay. Yeah. Let's keep going with the wooden case for the time being. Now, new requirements, oh, wow, that's a lot more processing power. Data storage, 0.2. Okay, I mean, I guess we've got all these new fancy modules that we now need to kind of get into here, which a register bank would be a start. So that's getting us to 0.2. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard to... No, it's kind of alright to produce. I mean, I think we would need both of the workbenches for the register bank and the plastic parts. So, okay. Gonna have to see about space there, to be honest. Display fidelity is not too bad. I mean, we could go do 2 LED matrices, but that would just incredibly complicate the production for us. So, I'm not sure that's an option. Processing power, on the other hand, we really need to step up on. So, how much does a logic circle need? Okay. Oh, what? Oh, right. Okay. I kind of misinterpreted the slots available to us there, to be honest. Maybe we don't actually need logic circuits. If we just keep the design of the simple circuit, right? The thing is that up here, you've got to kind of see. Let me see. We've got 2 tables that produce at 4 seconds each. So... Question being, what's your production frequency? Probably like 8. I mean, it's also kind of the question what the actual assembly time of the orange 2 would be. So we're at 9 seconds here. So, let me edit that. Like, if we put another simple circuit, it's probably going to be 10 easily, right? 11 even. So over here, we've got 2 tables producing every 12 seconds they're producing 6, I guess? Yes? Producing 2 every 4. So yeah, they're producing 6 every 12 seconds. And we would need 6 and 11 seconds. So with like the kind of speed that these workers have when picking up parts and everything, I think that could play out pretty nicely. We wouldn't actually have to change much of anything there. Except like get the register bank produced over here. Could stick with these simple circuits and would kind of still make it. I think that's a pretty good option, to be honest. Like LED matrices is kind of a thing that we wouldn't have any space left, I don't think. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty happy with the processing power of that. So let's stick with that. Now let me look at LED matrices. We would need 1 LED array, 2 circuit boards, 10 electronic parts. So circuit boards would probably very, very good on with this chemistry table up here. Even though these actually suck up quite a lot of that capacity. But I think we may have some spares on that. But I mean, it's kind of hard, isn't it? Like, we would need 2 more production stations for these LED matrices just to produce them. And that's a close one. I'm not sure we can fit that all in. Let me maybe, before we finalize the design or things, I'm gonna go and place some workbenches here. So one thing we will definitely need is a basic workbench for plastic parts. It's gonna go right there. So we're gonna kind of stick with the design we had before. Then what we'll also need is an electronics workbench for the small register bank. So that's going to be this one. And now we would need, on top of that, to get LED matrices instead of arrays, 2 more production stations. Right? Unless I can kind of satisfy demands with 1, but I'm pretty sure I can't. Display fidelity 0.6. I'm pretty sure 1 matrix has 0.3. 0.4 actually. So when I actually make... Okay. Oh, what we could do though, we could just get another LED array into there. Like this. I mean, that increases our... No, it doesn't increase our maximum price. Ha, okay. But I mean, it kind of does, because we don't have to discount deeply or anything. It's kind of nice, to be honest. Okay, like, that just needs electronic parts. And we do have a spare slot up here, right? We can just, get another chemistry table. Actually, don't I overproduce there? Let me think about it. Isn't that the same story as with simple circuits? Wait a second. I don't think I even need more. Orange 2. 13 seconds assembly time with this LED array. 13 seconds. It's actually pretty long. Right? And these guys are just as the others, producing 6 every 12 seconds rather. So I'm golden. I'm golden. Okay. I don't need any more. I'm golden. That's good. We're gonna stick with the orange too, I think. Let's edit the thing though a bit. Maybe we can just change the appearance somewhat. Maybe think of something new. Oh god, definitely not that. I mean, you know, that doesn't look too bad. Maybe we can actually go with maybe we can go with this design for the time being, can't we? I like it. Okay. Let's rename it, actually. I'm gonna call it like the Sono Mini. Oh no, wait. Sono Vuyo. I think there was some kind of range of specific laptops that was very similarly named back in the day. That was actually pretty small form factor and everything. I'm just gonna call it that. I like that idea. Okay, there we go. That's that stuff. Heavy writer, what kind of color do we want? Kind of looks like a Nintendo DS, doesn't it? I kind of like cool stone, to be honest. I mean, caramel is interesting too, I guess. But like... let's just go with cool stone for the time being. I like it. So, instead of the orange one, we're now building the Sono Vuyo. I like it. Okay. So that's a pretty decent design, I'd say, for what kind of market phase we're in. It's a very simple solution for us. We don't really need much more. And we have a 4.5 star rated product now. That's pretty decent if I say so myself. I like it. Okay. Yeah, cool. There's the design. Now let's get things organized, shall we? So, plastic parts and a small register bank we will need over here. Then, we will need some logistics connections. We will need some... oh no, those are over here already. I'm not sure why do I have them over here? Oh, I think I made these simple circuits over here as well, didn't I? Okay, so nice. I can already use that. I am going to need plastic, which I have over here, so that's a good start. I can route some of that into there too. Use it for some plastic parts, get the plastic parts out, and get the plastic parts over there. Then get myself... right, just... uh-oh. Oh no, wait. Okay. I need to get those out of there for a second, and then I can finish that connection. I was kind of worried for storage space there for a quick second, but it looks like we're doing fine. Now, I don't need any more employees. You're just gonna do that. Okay, that's great. No more costs at a higher profit, and I didn't have to fire anybody. Look at that. That works just perfectly. Great stuff. Okay. I'm just going to keep this table set up just to kind of remind myself of what kind of setup, design, whatever I had in mind initially. And maybe like when we go about the place, changing things around for the calculator later on, we can maybe kind of, you know, just redesign this whole layout, try and make it a bit more optimal, because I think what I did up here I'm pretty satisfied with. I think we're making pretty decent use of the space. Down here, probably not as much. We can probably do a lot better there. But yeah, alright, so these guys doing that, I'm gonna need to hit play and walk myself up there and get these things out of there. And research complete reinforced case, that is awesome. Let me get these simple circuits out and okay, logistics connections is gone. Then we can get this small register bank in here instead and move that over to, wait, I need electronic parts routed. There we go. Is this the input and that the output? Oh. Oh. Right. Gotta probably change the recipe. Well, like, what they should build to, you know. It's probably gotta actually be a priority for me. You're still assembling too. Okay. 2, 1. Come on. 0. Okay. Gonna build sonar vuyos, please. And you two, no, you two aren't gonna build sonar vuyos, please. This thing actually looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I like that design. I kind of like it. Okay, so that's that. Now, logistics. Logistics. Small register bank will go in here for an input. Will be used by you. Will be used by you. Do you now have everything you need? It does very much look like it. That's awesome. Then you can just put that. Okay, we won't have mini slots initially. I'm gonna have to remember to actually increase that amount of slots. For the time being, that's gonna be it. And then once these old pocket PCs are sold off, you know. Actually, wait. I've got like 18 of those flying around right now, right? So what I think I can probably do, I can just lower that discount to where we sell 10 a week. So we kind of make more money off of them. And like within 2 weeks, those will be gone anyways. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay. Good. Goods sold. Market progressed. Research project finished. Let's get a new one going then, shall we? What do we want to do then? Get ourselves into all this stuff, which I'm really interested in what we can build with that actually. Could also get that stuff upgraded, which would be tier 5 already, so that's pretty darn advanced. Because I'm like still using all this stuff right here. I'm not even using LED matrices yet, or logic circuits, or anything like that. It's like our research is actually pretty far already for what we're actually using. Let's just get the small DC motors in the queue, maybe. Something like that, just something a little more simple. Well, not simple, but something that it's kind of the first thing in the lineup of tiers, if that makes sense. So there go things. Things are starting to play out nicely, I hope. And then I'm going to have to kind of increase the amount of stuff on the outgoing zone in a second here. Now, you know, if you may please move. No. Just going to take these myself. There you guys go. Get to building. Okay, so first load of these things has been sold. Let me decrease that bandwidth down to here. Increase that bandwidth all the way up to 15. And then just pretty much next week I can kind of end that. And there we go. I mean 5.1k weekly profit, yeah, obviously. A little less for a minute, but we'll get there again pretty soon, hopefully. So that's nice. I'm just kind of worried about actually further expanding this. We'll probably need like this space for that, I guess. But we're not doing bad on money, honestly. Like we're at 150k, making some consistent profits of like 5 to 7k at the moment. So I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. I am pretty happy with that. Now, yeah, small registered banks just have to be moved. I guess I can do that myself. And the calculator market, advance to tier 4 as well. Okay, but I think that is something that we will have to tackle in the next episode, as I'm already way overdraft on time on this one. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed yourself. I am pretty happy with what we did with the Pocket PC design and kind of redesigning everything, making everything a bit more efficient, making more use of these new tables that we now have, and hopefully we can kind of continue doing that with the calculator in the next episode. But for the time being, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel and want to see more upcoming content. And don't forget that bell icon as well. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!